A common misconception when customers come to us is that because we have answered for companies like theirs, that we are going to assume that we can just repeat those processes. We want to individualize each and every relationship that we have. A misconception would be that, hey, here's my information, here's my email address, take messages for me and send them to me. There's probably nothing else we need to discuss. That couldn't be further from the truth. We want to know what your goals are, how to align ourselves with those goals, how we can tailor your account to meet those goals. There is a lot that we need to get on the same page about. And we don't mean to overcomplicate things, but we ask for engagement and an understanding that it takes some of your time to set us up for success. A thorough onboarding process at Dexcomm starts with sales. It starts with the salesperson being on the exact same page with our customers about their pain points, needs, protocol, and expectations. At that point, it's the salesperson's responsibility to relay those customer needs to our greater onboarding team. From there, the programmer will set a timeline for them to build the initial account, where then we will, as a team, circle back to do a quality assurance huddle. Now that huddle is the opportunity for our programmer to present what they've created to the greater team, and we can then begin to critique and to test the account. And beyond that point, the quality assurance member then takes it on their own to dive deeper into the behind the scenes, the back end coding, the phone numbers, the email addresses, making sure everything is accurate, spelled correctly, doing what it's supposed to do, and they provide an additional list of QA fixes to the programmer. In that same timeline, the account manager needs to be getting themselves introduced to the customer contact so they can begin their relationship. And the account manager also needs to prepare the customer with the appropriate forwarding numbers, web portal access, what to expect from Dexcomm in their day-to-day, as well as billing does the same, so that those relationships are starting while we're actively onboarding before day one. And then once day one hits, there's a check-in, and we make sure that the customer is ready to go, they understand how to forward their lines, and we're off to the races. Transparency, clarity, the understanding of what the customer expects is so important in these early stages, because on our side of the partnership, we know that first impressions are everything. Our customers are going to judge us based on how we start. Now, of course, we look for some patience and some understanding that we are going to have a hiccup here and there, especially early on, and it's kind of a part of the nature of what we do, that we are just going to get better and better and better and more efficient as we move forward in our relationship. But there's still a very, very significant need to be as right as possible from the jump. That is 1000% the role of our marketing, of course, the information we put out there, but also the role of the salesperson, the first individual who takes in the request, the interest in working with Dexcomm. And so, myself being one of those individuals, it is just imperative that I connect with the customer, and there are no assumptions between from myself and from our customer, our partner. And we need to be speaking the same language in order for this relationship to work.